Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Afif, and together with my other team members Amshah, Kamel and Ghazali, we will be presenting the integrated case study of SM Holistic Living Academy. Without further ado, let us begin. So, brief introduction to the case. SM Holistic Living Academy is a business that provides product or services in the field of education of holistic health and traditional and complementary therapies. Various types of certificate and diploma being offered there, such as diploma of reflexology and diploma of sport massage. Offer unique learning experience for the students. SM Holistic Living Academy ensure that the student able to grow both in and out of the classroom. SM Holistic Living Academy believe that serving others will help create better world for every living being in this world. Popin Natural Rescue, where it is initiated to help or to rescue injured animals. Women Life Force in Action, where it is initiated to help grieving women. And Character Building Program for Kids, where it helps children to cultivate good principles and values in their life. Those are some projects that they are active in. This is what we call as corporate social responsibility. Practicing good ethic throughout their corporate social responsibility activities, SM Holistic Living Academy ensure that they are able to give back to the community. So, we have come to the main topic in this case. Therefore, what are the issue arises in this case? As for us, it is none other than expanding the business itself. As we all know, for future development, Sandia intend to expand the business throughout internal growth or acquisition or strategic alliance. In short, which is the best option to be used for SM Holistic Living Academy to expand the business. Since the company has no experience in managing a restaurant, therefore it will take significantly amount of time and money. Thus, SM Holistic Living Academy is considering to acquiring or partnering with existing restaurant. With the aid of analysis of financial position of THSR and Village Fusion, we will know which restaurant is better for the company to acquire or partner with.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Amshah and I will be presenting the analysis of the option given to SMHLA. So the option are THSR and Village Fusion. So the first analysis we are going to do for both of the option is SWOT analysis, which is strength, weaknesses, opportunity and threat. The first one will be about THSR. THSR is a business which have two restaurants at the Klang Valley. They have high capacity to serve their customer, which is about 50 people to 1,000 people in a time, and they can do catering for that amount of people also. So the first one will be the strength. The strength of THSR is they have a very good, effective and efficient front desk team which serve their customer. Second one is they are well known among the vegetarian community of Klang Valley, which mostly consists of Indian and Chinese people. Second one will be analyzing about the weaknesses of THSR. First one will be they have a very inconsistent people who are doing the cooking, which is high turnover of kitchen staff, especially in the kitchen department regarding the chef. Since the chefs are ever changing, their consistency and the quality of food are ever changing, as the people who provide the food also change a lot. So they have two problems from that. And the next one, they have a weak financial performance. From the statement made by the owner, they have been declining in daily return, which is from 2,000 to 1,200. So what are the opportunity in this business? Since they are an established business known among the community in Klang Valley, and they are known for their vegetarian direct menu, so they have the ability to introduce new product regarding vegetarian diet. Further, they can provide this product to the people, and people can easily accept the product since they are known for their brand as a vegetarian restaurant. Next one is the track. So regarding the track, the THSR has a weak financial performance, and this financial performance could affect the liquidation of the business in long term. If they are unable to meet the obligation, their business could cease from existence, and this will affect the operation of the people who want to have partnership with them. Village Fusion is small fine dining restaurant located also in Klang Valley, which cater for some office and semi fine dining. The first is the strength. The strength is that they have high daily turnover, which is about RM3,000. They have a good financial performance, and their management has an experienced management, the former accountant, which is the owner. Next one is the weaknesses. Weaknesses of Village Fusion is that they only operate for 25 days per month, which limit the amount of operation and the turnover during peak day. Next is a small semi-fine dining restaurant. They are limited to a number of people at a time, and the owner have a conservative policy of managing the business. Opportunity for Village Fusion. They have the ability to grow into a larger business due to high amount of capital and turnover. The accumulation of profit can be used to expand the business operation furthermore. So the track will be the conservative policy implemented by the management or the manager itself. The manager conservative policy might hinder the growth of the business if there is an innovation or any new idea to expand this business operation, which could further grow the business into a larger business. The THSR versus Village Fusion financial analysis. We will be using ratio to do this analysis. The first one will be the current ratio, which is current asset over current liability. It measures the firm directly based on its current asset and current liability. For THSR and Village Fusion, have higher with 5.37 compared to 1. This ratio measures the liquidity of the firm, means the ability to firm to meet obligation. The higher the value, the better the firm to meet its obligation. Next will be the asset test ratio. Asset test ratio formula is the current asset minus the inventory and any prepaid, which could make expenses such as prepaid expenses for bills or anything, and then we are divided by current liability. Asset test ratio shows the firm ability to meet short-term demands. Such demands would be the payables and stuff. So THSR and Village Fusion. For THSR, they have below than 1, which means that their assets are not very quick to be resolved to meet this current demand, while as Village Fusion have very high and significant amount of assets that can be used to meet those demands. Net profit margin is net profit over sales. This ratio will show how the operation of both of the businesses compared to each other. THSR is lower than Village Fusion by significant amount, which means that Village Fusion has better operation, which could generate better sales than THSR, while THSR might have a higher cost of operation, but that does not translate to a better profit, even though they have higher cost compared to Village Fusion. Next is the return on asset ratio, which measure the net profit based on the total asset of the businesses. Village Fusion have higher turnover compared to its asset, while THSR have asset but the turnover is significantly lower. So it can be seen that in financial performance, it is clear that Village Fusion is superior to THSR, and In recommendation, I believe that Village Vision is a better choice compared to THSR. However, there is certain things that THSR have compared to Village Vision. That is the brand establishment and the capacity to meet larger capacity of customer. But Village Vision have the ability to grow even further compared to THSR, since their financial performance is very stable and the management is very experienced in managing business.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Kamil bin Muhammad Amin, and today I would like to present to you guys about the acquisition method. The first method of acquisition is the mergers and acquisition. An acquisition is when one company purchases most or all of another company's share to gain control of that company. Hence, purchasing more than 15% of the target firm's stocks and other assets allow the acquirer to make decisions about the newly acquired assets without the approval of the other company's shareholder. Next, we move on to the advantages and disadvantages of the mergers and acquisition. The first advantage is an increased speed to market. SM Holistic Academy does not need to build its brand or promote it to penetrate the market. The second advantage is minimized cost. SM Holistic Academy is able to eliminate the costs related to opening the new restaurant. Then we move on to the disadvantages. The first disadvantage is goal incongruence. Different goal by two entities prior to their acquisition. Second disadvantages is management challenges. When two minds are not alike, sitting under one roof, it will make harder for them to make decisions in the near future. The second method is partnership. A partnership is an association of two or more persons to carry on as co-owners of a business or other undertaking with a view of profit. The partners have the rights to share control and profits. The agreements can either be expressed or implied between them. Next, we move on to the advantages and disadvantages of a partnership. The first advantage is the business can obtain a wider pool of knowledge, skills, and networking. The second advantage is an improved management with more than one owner. Then we move on to the disadvantages of a partnership. The first disadvantage is there is a potential for disagreements between the owners. The second disadvantage is the unlimited liability. The third acquisition is joint venture. A joint venture is an association of two or more entities that exercise joint control over an undertaking for profit, generally set up for a limited time, limited purpose, or both. The association created may be established by agreement or contract alone, or maybe in the form of a legal entity. For example, the joint venture may be formalized as a partnership, as a corporation, or other business forms. Next, the advantages and disadvantages of a joint venture. The first advantage of a joint venture is sharing critical expertise and experience. It enables the parties to share the management experience, industry knowledge, and technological capabilities that is necessary to fund the business. The second advantage is build relationships and networks. Even though the partnership is only for a specific goal, this move will enable them to build long-lasting business relationships. Then we move on to the disadvantages of a joint venture. The first disadvantage is ambiguous objectives. The objectives of a joint venture are not 100% clear and rarely communicate to all people involved. The second disadvantage is clash of cultures. The different cultures and management styles may result in poor integration and cooperation in the business. The last method is strategic alliance. A strategic alliance is where two or more firms pool part of their activities in order to strengthen their market offering while still retaining their corporate identities. It is also an arrangement between two parties to undertake a mutually beneficial project while each retains its independence. Next, I would like to present to you guys the advantages and disadvantages of a strategic alliance. The first advantage is shared risk. A strategic alliance allows the involved businesses to offset their market exposure. It would probably be best if the companies' portfolio complement each other but not directly compete. The second advantage is the advantages in economic perspective. The company can cut costs and risks by spreading them among the alliance members. Then move on to the disadvantages of a strategic alliance. The first disadvantage is damage to goodwill. Even if our alliance partners satisfy all of its obligations to us, but they could still act in bad faith, which may stain the organization. The second disadvantage is clash of cultures. Different cultures and management styles may result in poor integration and cooperation between them.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ghazali bin Muhammad Padri. Let's move into the conclusion. SM Holistic Living Academy is considering to acquiring or partnering with an existing restaurant. There are two options restaurant available, which is Traditional Home Style Restaurant THSR and Village Fusion. Okay, let's see into THSR. The nature of THSR is providing restaurant and catering services. They would provide the best internship opportunity for students, especially SM Holistic Living Academy students, since the operation is larger. However, it is very risky to venture with the restaurant since the company have the very poor financial performance, which could lead to liquidation. However, Village Fusion has better operation management and overall financial performance. So, it is advisable for SM Holistic Living Academy to venture with Village Fusion to embark on restaurant business which have financial stability to ensure that the risk for the business to fail is avoided. SM Holistic Living Academy need to venture with Village Fusion for their future plan, as the restaurant is able to grow into larger business due to high amount of capital and turnover. It is advisable for Sandia to go with partnership rather than merger acquisition or strategic alliance. Partnership with Village Fusion is the best option for her to proceed with her future plan for SM Holistic Living Academy, since they have no experience in doing restaurant businesses. Partnership is treated as separate where no formation of company is made. Instead, the partner benefit from such relationship. So it is suitable for SM Holistic Living Academy to choose partnership in expand their business in the future. There are some advantages of partnership. First, wider pool of knowledge, skill and contact. Since SM Holistic Living Academy is new to F&B industry, they can gain knowledge and experience through partnership with Village Fusion. Next, partnership may improve management with more than one owner. SM Holistic Living Academy and Village Fusion can share their idea and construct better plan or decision making in order to improve their business in future. Next is share of profit or loss and less risk. SM Holistic Living Academy and Village Fusion can reduce their risk by enter to the partnership agreement. Lastly, easier to attract investor because limited partners have limited liability to the business debt. More investors will invest in their businesses and may help the company growth in the future. Sandia need to show good moral and ethical by doing CSR activities. After SM Holistic Living Academy partnering with Village Fusion Restaurant, it is important to build good image and reputation for future development by doing CSR activities. CSR activity also help the business to grow in the future, as it will increase the sales and customer loyalty. When there is increase in sales and customer loyalty, the company will have stable financial performance and it will attract more investors to invest in the company in future. Other than that, CSR activities will give positive business reputation. It will show that the company is concerned about community, and it will give the good branding for the company in future. There is some suggestion on CSR activity for SM Holistic Living Academy when partnering with Village Fusion Restaurant in the future. First, provide food for homeless. They can provide food for homeless around Klang Valley. These activities may show the company concerned about community, especially poor and homeless people. Next, they can offer student price on their restaurant. They can give the special price to students to eat in their restaurant. It is show that they really care about students. All these CSR activities may show the good image and reputation for the company that will attract customer and investor in future.